Hello, Odd Job Doer here. On today's little episode of Odd Job Doer's Guide to Tools, we have here some clean tool products here. And this here's, I know the other brands make them, but this is one I have. And it's for Coaxial. We're doing a little Coaxial work. So we got a little Coaxial here, and you can see I already chopped off the tip. And what we're going to do here is prepare a line so we could run some new cabling. We've had cable come out, provider for network to this place here, and what we have here you can see is the old stuff, and that's at least RG59, maybe RG4, who knows what they have. But to get down the tool here, what you got here on this here, this two-level stripper, wire stripper, is you got this gauge here that comes down here, and when you squeeze this, you can put your wire all the way through, see? Like so, right? But you want that there because that's the depth gauge. So you put that up like so, and you push the plunger down here, and you enter in your wire all the way to that depth gauge, and release it slightly. There. Finger hole, grab up here, and you just give it a few twists. Like so, right? Around and around until it gets nice and smooth. And then you do the stripping part here. You keep hold here, and you grab up like this and pull off. There, now would you look at that. And this part here, you can see it still has the stuff in it, so I just pull this back, and there's the end part. And you know what? This is neat. As you can see here, you have one part which has the the insulator in it, insulation for the wire, and the other part that just has this housing part on it, right? So that's a neat little stripper thing. Okay, so you got this part here now. And now what you do with this is you pull back your little aluminum wires, I think, whatever it is. You pull them back around like so. Kind of smooth them on around the shaft of this thing. And get all of that down. And what we're doing here is we're putting on, this is for the new F connectors. So I guess the old ones weren't good enough. Like the old ones, you used to strip it off and you'd crimp. Put on use a crimping tool to crimp the outside, and that really I don't think was really watertight. Maybe on some of it might have been if you had extra parts in there. But this one here, this F connector here is what they're all using now. All the cool kids use. Maybe not this particular brand. And what you want to do is get this silver coated here up in the middle hole there. So come like so, and get started. Then once you get it in there, you want to push it in. Now, take a look here. Is the wire through? No, it's at the end there. So I push and twist it until you get that wire about 1/8 of an inch past the tip, which there it is. Then comes the hand part. Whip out your hand compressing tool under the latch, up in the middle there, like so. Make sure it's on the notch there, and give it a good squeeze. Alright, there you go. Tight, water resistant. Now then, I'll undo the connectors down here, and I'll run this line to it, and up over to the back of the house. Alright, now we're at the end of it here. And so we got our wire here, you see, and it just needs to attach there. So once again, we'll kind of measure it off, get some working room. Now we got these here, these Clean Tools fancy dancy wire cutters, you see, and look at that right there. You don't want to stick your finger, just kidding, whoa, you don't want to stick your finger in there, because watch this. Put this puppy in there, right, make sure you have your eye protection on, you just give it a little squeeze, and oh, there it goes, your finger, the wire. Alright, and then see over here, safety right, locks that blade in place. So now, once again, we'll go ahead and grab this thing here. We'll get our tool, right, with the limit on. Put that on there. Squeeze this down. Oh wait, this time here we got a little grounding wire. Take that off first, or pull it back Alright, there we go. So, limit, push that in, put into the limit there, let go of it, hold this part tight, swirl this around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1 mile. Okay, get a slide off. Perfect. Then once again, get those little wires, bring them onto the outside, which I'll do back here because I can't stretch that far. I'm working in confined space right now. Oxygen's going out. Just kidding. Well, it's kind of confined for me. Alright, you got that back like that. Get the little F connector. Who has the F connector? I do. And we'll slip it on like before, you know, right that center hole. And get in there like so. You guys watching it? No? That's okay, because I'm watching it. And then a few extra push and twists. So your wire comes out about 1/8 of an inch from the tip here. 1/8 of an inch, you see that? How about now? Well, now you just see a bunch of blurry stuff, huh? Trust me, it's about 1/8 of an inch up. Right? And then comes the crimper. Or I guess it's a compressor in this case. So, this thing here is on. You put the wire part up in this middle cylinder part. Right? Fits in there nicely. Right? And you give a nice squeeze. Alright, that's on. You attach this thing here. Right, so it'll flow open on you. And last but not least, that's the end of the tools. Now, the end of this job here is basically just connecting this to this splitter up here, right? And this one here goes to their modem. This here probably goes up to a TV. And so this is the least you can split it right now. And so I just make sure that wire is straight. It goes in the end here. Tighten this down a little bit. And I got wrenches. Now, chances are they're all the same, but who knows? These fittings here, you have a choice. You can have a 3/8 or you can have 11 millimeter. They both work on that. It just depends on which way you swing. 3/8, 11 millimeter, hand tighten, snug it down just a little bit more, and there. That is done. Now I'm going to test out some internet and see if it's any faster than what it was before. Alright, so how did it all turn out? I forgot that connected. Well, let me tell you. The first thing what I did was I went back and I had no connection. Now, some of you are probably laughing at me because you already knew this, but when you strip off the outer sheathing of that coaxial cable and you have that metal copper showing there, you might take a little razor blade knife or something and kind of scrape that copper. Apparently it has a little bit of a plastic sheathing right on that copper, and just that caused it to have no connection. Once I did scrape that off though, bam, results. Okay, so before, on one of the computers there, it had, let's see, for a speed test, it had a download of 58.95 megabytes per second, and an upload of 10.82 megabytes per second. And then afterwards, on the same computer, same speed test site, it had a download of 76.88 megabytes per second and an upload of 11.79. So yes, a little bit slightly increased. And then on the other computer, which had a newer computer, it had a download of 76.80 megabits, probably megabits per second, and an upload of 10.27, and then afterwards it was 78.25 and an upload of 10.24. So, was it worth it? I don't know. Probably not. But I'm not going to tell them that. And I guess the problem is too is that You know, it's their internet. I know they're not paying for, you know, a gigahertz. They're not paying for, or a gigabyte, gigahertz. They're not paying for, you know, even 200 megabits. So it's probably right on what they're getting. If they update, if they upgrade their service, maybe they'll get more. But you know, it is what it is, and they feel good about it. I feel sore, so it all worked out. So if you have any questions or comments or answers on those cleaning tools, leave them down below, or F connectors in general. And as always, thanks for watching, and wear your eye protection.